So when we do an instruction set, we can take all of those steps, very short steps, yes or no? So what I can do is I can take the very short steps and put them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a list. But what is important about this list? It's in what? In order. It doesn't go number 1, number 3, number 7, number 2. Think about this. Can you mix the wet ingredients in a large bowl? Can that be step number 1? No, because if you don't have the wet ingredients, how can you use the wet ingredients? So everything has to be in order. Always make sure it goes from first thing to do, then the next thing to do, then the next thing to do. And this is what we call the what? Instruction set. It's always in a list form. Now, what is the difference between an instruction set and an instructional essay? You can tell me the difference. Okay, perfect. The first thing is, you can see that this one is in a list. This one, is it a list?
Paragraph.
No, it's in a paragraph. It's actually sometimes more than a paragraph if you have too many steps. You can actually make it into a full essay. Then, if the first thing I do here is step number 1, then what will be the first sentence here? First thing, step number 1. Now, what is the word first? What do we call this word? And the word finally, what do we call these kinds of words? Yes? Secret words.
Oh, secret. Time words.
Sequence words or time words. Perfect. So sequence words or time words tell you which things happen when. If I tell you, first take out your book, then go to page number 266. That means that, which thing should I do first?
Take out your book.
And then the second thing will be?
Turn to the page.
Turn to the page. It's just a way of taking this and putting it into a paragraph. Now, why do people normally do this? You agree, this one is much easier to follow, yes?
Yes.
But if I make an instructional list, if I go one back, what do you see happens to my paper? Look here and here. I'm doing what? I'm wasting space. Yes? You see all the white space? So if I want to make a book that tells you how to do something, am I going to use an instruction set or an instructional essay?
Instructional essay.
Instructional essay, because I'm not wasting paper, I'm not wasting space. Now for those of you who do not believe this, you remember I showed you the Dungeons and Dragons manual, yes? The Dungeons and Dragons book. That book tells you how to do things. It's an instruction manual. But is it in steps or is it in an essay? Essay, because they don't want to waste space. Then, what is the one thing to always remember? Remember to use time words when changing from a set to an essay. Do I have time words here?
No.
An instructional set normally does, or instruction set does normally not have time words. This one does not say, first do this, then do this. That is not an instruction set. An instructional essay, yes, first do this, then do this. Do you understand? Now, if I take my instruction set, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, on how to bake a cake, I can turn it into this. This is an instructional essay with the same steps. Now, I'm going to quickly show you. What was the first step? Gather your ingredients. Then, what was the second step?
Repeat the 177 ingredients.
Why did I not say second or secondly? Why did I use the word next? Can I do this when this is not finished? No, because I need to grease or flour the pan. I need ingredients. So you have specific time words that tell you something has to finish and then do the next thing, or then do the following thing. But if I say at the same time, that's a time word. So if I say at the same time, mix the wet and dry ingredients together. What does that tell you? I can do both steps at the same time. Yes? No? Yes. Okay. So you can actually do more steps at once. you have to think, if I have an instruction set, which things can I do at the same time, and which words do I have to use to explain that? Because you don't have the numbers anymore. And that is it. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a worksheet. In your group, you are going to build an instruction set. Now, for those of you who already forgot what an instruction set is, it is this thing. You are going to build an instruction set. You can choose any topic you want. You can make an instruction set on how to play Pasha. You can make an instruction set on how to be a grade 5 student. You can make an instruction set on how do you get to school on time. You can make any instruction set you want with your group. But on that paper, please make sure that you check your spelling, check your grammar, and actually edit your sentences. Try and get as few mistakes on it as possible. Any questions? No? Okay.